What if you could get a heads up about a huge market move before it even happens? I found an AI tool that claims to be a crystal ball for traders, promising to predict profitable moves with mind-blowing accuracy. So, I put my own money on the line to find out if this thing is the future of trading. Or just another pricey gimmick. This is what went down when I let an AI decide my financial fate. Section 1. The impossible problem and the magic solution. If you've ever traded, you know the grind. The endless hours staring at charts until your eyes feel like they're going to melt. That constant nagging fear that you're missing out on the one big move that's happening on some other chart you're not watching. You wrestle with your own emotions, buying high on hype and selling low on panic. Just keeping up is a full-time job, and even then, the market always feels like it's one step ahead. It's this giant, complex, and very human problem. And then, I stumbled on what promised to be a solution. A piece of software we'll just call Nexus AI. The claims were so bold, they were almost ridiculous. This wasn't just another tool for drawing lines on a chart. It was pitched as a predictive engine. An AI that uses sophisticated machine learning to chew through historical price action, seasonality, and weird statistical links across thousands of markets, all at once. It claimed it could do in seconds what would take a human analyst hours, if not days, to pull off. The website was plastered with testimonials talking about how it flags high-probability setups in real time, complete with entry points, profit targets, and even where to put your stop-loss to keep from getting wiped out. It was a dream come true for a struggling trader. A crystal ball. My first thought, this is way too good to be true. But my second thought was, but what if it's not? There was only one way to find out. I hooked up my brokerage account, wired over some real cash, and got ready to follow the machine's advice for better or worse. Section 2. Firing up the machine. Getting started wasn't as simple as flipping a switch. I had to set up the AI, telling it which markets to watch, what kind of patterns I was looking for, and my general stomach for risk. Suddenly, the dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree. A dizzying mess of data streams, probability scores, and blinking alerts. It was totally overwhelming, but also kind of beautiful. The AI was scanning everything from major stock indexes and forex pairs to obscure cryptocurrencies and commodities. Within minutes, the first official signal popped up. It was for a stock I actually knew pretty well, a big blue-chip tech company. The AI pointed out a classic bullish flag pattern forming on the 15-minute chart. It slapped a 78% probability score on the setup. It highlighted the exact entry price, a take-profit level about 1.5% higher, and a tight stop-loss just below a recent dip. There was no emotion, no story, no gut feeling. Just cold, hard data. The system had found a pattern that, according to its own backtesting, worked out almost 8 out of 10 times. My job wasn't to think, it was to click the button. So, with a deep breath, and a massive dose of skepticism, I placed the trade exactly as the AI instructed. The experiment was on. Section 3. The first taste of success and failure. That first trade was a nerve-wracking win. The price chopped around for another 20 minutes, then boom, it broke upwards, hitting the AI's take-profit target almost to the exact penny. It was a small gain, but it felt electric. A few hours later, another signal, this time on a currency pair. I took the trade. Bam, another win. The feeling was unreal. The AI was seeing things I wasn't, processing information faster than I ever could. I was starting to believe, is this it? Is this the secret weapon? And then came the third trade. The AI flagged a potential reversal on a popular index. It had a high probability score, just like the others. I jumped in, my confidence soaring. But the market had other plans. A sudden out-of-nowhere news event sent the index flying in the opposite direction. My stop-loss got hit, and I took the loss. The machine was not perfect. That loss was a reality check. It was a reminder that even an AI with 95% pattern recognition is still playing a game of odds, not certainties. The market is chaos. One unexpected headline can blow up the most perfect technical setup. The AI gave me a massive, analytical edge, but it couldn't actually see the future. The risk was still very real. The crystal ball was cracked. So far the results are mixed, but absolutely fascinating. It's obvious that AI can be a seriously powerful assistant, even if it isn't foolproof. If you're enjoying this experiment and want to see more deep dives into cool trading tech, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel and see what crazy thing we test next. Section 4. The real test. After a few days of small wins and totally manageable losses, the AI did something new. It issued a high conviction alert. It had spotted a complex inverse head and shoulders pattern on some mid-cap biotech stock I had never even heard of. This is the kind of pattern traders dream of catching early because it can signal a major trend reversal, in this case, from bearish to bullish. Finding this manually would have meant sifting through hundreds of charts. The AI just handed it to me. The system gave this trade a staggering 92% probability score. The potential upside was over 10% if the breakout happened like it predicted. This was it. This was the real test of that whole crystal ball claim. This wasn't some tiny scalp for a quick buck. This was a signal for a potentially massive move. The only question was, did I trust it? Every instinct in my body was screaming with doubt. I didn't know the company. I hadn't done my own research. All I had was a flashing light from a machine. I remembered that the AI was also supposed to be good at managing risk, so I decided to trust the system, but not blindly. I took the trade, but I also committed to the AI's recommended stop loss with absolute discipline. I put more money on the line than in all the previous trades combined. My heart was pounding out of my chest as I clicked the buy button. The first hour was agony. The stock did nothing, just chopped sideways. Then, it dipped, moving against me, getting terrifyingly close to my stop loss. I felt that old familiar panic rising, that urge to just cut my losses and run. But I had made a promise. I would follow the machine's plan. And then, it happened. A tidal wave of volume poured into the stock. In just 30 minutes, it blasted through the breakout point and went vertical. I just sat there, stunned, as it flew past the first profit target and just kept on climbing. Section 5. The aftermath and the final tally. I finally closed the trade manually near the end of the day, way past the AI's initial target for a huge gain. It was the single biggest win I'd had in months. The AI didn't just spot a tiny pattern, it pinpointed a major turning point before almost anyone else knew what was happening. So, after a full week of letting the AI call the shots, it was time to see the damage. I'd taken 14 trades based on its signals. There were 9 winners and 5 losers. But because of that one monster win on the biotech stock, the final numbers were pretty stunning. After commissions and accounting for the losses, the AI crystal ball left me with a total net profit of $2,174. The answer to my big question was clear. It led to a nice profit, not a financial disaster. But the final dollar amount isn't really the point. The why behind it is way more important. Section 6. The verdict. Hype versus reality. So, is this AI a crystal ball? No, it's something much more interesting. Let's be real about what it did and what it didn't do. It didn't magically predict a news event. It didn't have some secret consciousness. What it did do, with breathtaking speed, was act like the world's most powerful analyst. It scanned the entire market for textbook patterns and statistical probabilities that I never, ever would have found on my own. It was totally unemotional, brutally disciplined, and it never got tired or scared. The real aha moment came when I stumbled upon a recent Harvard research paper. The study used a neural network to analyze decades of trading data and found that an AI could predict about 71% of the trades made by professional fund managers. But here's the kicker. The real outperformance, the genuine alpha, was found in the other 29% of trades, the ones the AI couldn't predict. Real skill lies in those non-routine, often contrarian moves that a machine, stuck looking at the past, would never dream of making. That's when it all clicked. The AI gave me the 71%. It found the high probability textbook plays, it did the heavy lifting. But the decision to take that big biotech trade, how I managed it, and the human element of risk, that was still on me. The AI is a tool, not an oracle. It's like an expert assistant who finds the opportunities, but the trader still has to pull the trigger and, more importantly, handle the consequences. The AI gave me the map, but I still had to drive the car. Conclusion: the return with the elixir. At the end of all this, here's my big takeaway. Anyone who tells you an AI can trade for you with zero effort while you sleep is selling a fantasy. That idea of a magical money-printing machine is just a pipe dream. But the reality is almost as exciting. AI isn't here to replace traders. It's a force multiplier. A famous Stanford study found that an AI fund manager, using only public information, outperformed 93% of human mutual fund managers over a 30-year period. The power is undeniably real. The ultimate lesson from my week with the crystal ball is that the future of trading isn't man versus machine, it's man with machine. Use AI to superpower your own intelligence. Let it do the thousands of hours of analysis you can't. Let it find the needles in the haystack. But then, use your human judgment, your risk management, and your intuition, that unpredictable 29%, to make the final call. The AI can show you the door, but you still have to be the one to walk through it. What do you think? Is AI the future of trading, or is it all just hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next wild experiment. Thanks for watching.